We'll finish off this chapter and enter chapter 8 once we are done. Or enter chapter 8 once we play this again. Not when we're done, but when we play this again. You're hurt? Don't worry, just a scratch. How is it? How is that just a scratch? Come here. I had disinfectant wipes. I almost said wounds. Oh, whoops. Let me read that. Look, I'm fine. Turn your face this way. I'm gonna put it on auto 1. Fine, fine. The wound is deep, but not very wide. It's as if there's a trace of arts. Did old Chen do this to you? That blasted woman. Ah, it's fine. Girls of her age are bound to do stuff like this. Hoshiguma? I'm really scared. I'm scared that she'll join Reunion? Yeah. I also played with Talulah when I was young. She also knows her? Even though I don't remember very clearly, I do know that I really liked being her friend. Even if she was bossy and had a temper, she always stood up for us. She never said anything, but she never backed down. She was always the first to charge ahead, and never asked us for help. She beat up kids who were older than her. She was the only one who could get a Chen to snap out of her funks. I'm afraid that she won't. I'm telling you, Chen's heart is rarely on the same page as her mouth. But she will always be Chen of Lungmen. No matter what she might say, all of her dreams, all of her goals, her entire life has always been right here. So why do you try to stop her then? I was worried she'd get herself killed, obviously. Oh, I just realized we have ads. Hold on. I'm gonna wait for the ads to end. I'm so sorry about that. It breaks the flow of stuff, but... it'll just be a couple minutes of ads. I will say, the day I start, the day I pick to stream Arknights, Enfield News drops. So that's absolutely crazy. Here, you know what? There's actually someone I want to go this about too. Alright, let me check the... We got 1 minute more minute... Well, we have 1 more minute of ads, so once those ads are over, we'll hop back into the story and finish this chapter off. Da, 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 da. 30 seconds of ads, and that should be the last set of ads for today. Should be. Should be. I mean, I could be wrong, but at the same time, I could be right, and that is the last set of hats, hopefully. Okay, ads are over, so let's get back into the story. Put on auto again. As if I could do that. I'm not her. Swire, you'll have an important role in LGD after this. Oh, so you're admitting she's better than you? I just don't think I'm cut out for the LGD. No, Missy, you absolutely are. I'm not cut out for it. Neither is old Chen, or Nine. The one who really makes the LGD shine is you. You have to take responsibility. You're the only one who can do it. I'm jaded now, and there's a lot I don't see. I just want this city to become a place that accepts everyone. I feel the same. You... Hey, look who it is! It's Lynn! Oh, I guess her outfit didn't really change that much. Or maybe it had. Actually, no, it has, because that's more of a skirt, but she has more of like... well, yeah, I guess it depends. It's been a long time, Miss Swire. Hello, Inspector Hoshiguma. Why is the esteemed daughter of the Rat King at this rundown place? What are you planning to do to her? Let me say this, if you're planning to harm even a single hair on Missy's head, I have no such intentions. You screwed up. Maybe. Sometimes we have no choice. I don't think there's ever a time where we don't have a choice. Look up in the sky. It's going to snow. Can you choose for it to stop? Why is it snowing? Go to sleep, go to sleep. Huh? Daddy's gray hair, mommy's needles, what the heck? Crap, we're exceeding the solubility threshold. Manually release the exhaust valve, now! That bout of volatility just caused a violent heat-absorbent effect. If we don't increase emissions, the entire cabin's going to be ruined. The rain clouds haven't moved much either. At this rate, we're in for some major snow. This Frost Nova. What kind of person was she? All dreams sink to the bottom of the lake. 'Tis a reality that even time cannot shake. Damn it. What an ugly song. Damn it! Why was Frost Nova so good at it? I really can't sing well. It's snowing. This old man. His crystallization rate is over 60% now. Even if Sarkaz shouldn't be able to move. His consciousness has already dissipated. However, his iron will continues to ripple from his body. Buldrocusty. Resentment. Hatred. Remorse. It's all gone now. The only thing that's left is wrath. The unwillingness to accept Frost Nova's fate. The hostility towards Talulah's actions. The endless longing for Ursus and Kazdel. A fiery and unquenchable wrath. for all the injustice around the world, for all those who fell around him, towards those that would play with the fates of others. To resist fate is to resist everything. Everything that contributes to the idea of destiny. Butrakisti's wrath scorched this entire world. This entire injustice-filled world. Mr. Patriot, move your hand. You, Kal'tsit infected. We will complete the captain's unfinished business. It's enough. Do you want him to die for nothing? He didn't want any of you to die. He wanted all of you to find another path. He chose to die alone so that all of you could live. Who said we'll be the ones who die? And we also heard what he said. Kal'tsit, you're the source of all the ruin to come. The ancient prophecies have all been fulfilled. But Frostnova put her faith in us. Still, Frostnova, and now even the captain. Of course he wouldn't just buy into Frostnova's assessment. He just happened to ignore his daughter's opinion. He didn't go into any of this on blind faith. The decision he made is truly just. And you choose to believe some prophecy? No, it's not how we believe in a prophecy. We believe in the captain. Frostnova's candy was spicy. What? Yelena let you try her candy? Or Yelena? Yelena. I trusted her, and she trusted me. If you really want to take someone's life... No. I don't know if that was the right decision or not. Hi, Blue. Oh, hi, Blue. Now you show up. We just did all of Arknights' memoir. At least reading all of it, because I already did all the stages. Oh, you're fine, Blue. You didn't have to show up. It was a little... we sat here for 4 hours with the all the news happening in between, just reacting to all of it all. And, oh my gosh, hold on. I gotta bring up stream elements. Give me a second here. Because for whatever reason, this thing keeps moving. Wait, what? No, I don't want it. I don't want it all to move. What the? There it is. I wanted just this to move. There we go. I don't know why it's doing that though. I really don't know why. It's because it's on... Hold on, maybe... Let me check the orientation I have it on. For these ones. So it's... Yeah, it's... Oh, it's set. Okay, so everything's centered. Wait, what about the... What about this one? Is it centered? Yeah, it's centered. Why is it... I do not know why it's like that. Okay. It should be fine now. Bro, I was doing something when you were about to stream. I haven't checked my phone. It's fine. Again, it's fine. I'm not mad. Regardless, you missed all my reactions to Enfield. I was going crazy with the Enfield trailer. Because not only did they reveal a trailer, they revealed gameplay of Enfield, and it looks great. Wait, no, come back here, come back here. I'm not mad, come back here, it's fine. I can talk about it again once we're done, okay? Road Zion, we get some of what you're saying, but we'll never see eye to eye. We followed the captain our entire lives, but we didn't do it blindly. If one day that Kal'tsit's girl there turns into a tyrant like Talulah, we will end you. The captain fought against all of those people, against slavers, oppressors, corrupt rulers, and those who brought ruin. None could escape. Lies. Enfield is a psyop. What do you mean? It's real! Did you not see the trailers that came out today? It's real! It's real! It's so real! I'll even go back and watch it again if I have to. Also, this is the end of Chapter 7. We're on the last cutscene. We just did Dark Knight, a memoir. So now that that's done, we can finally do this. I only did that because I was being yelled at to do it before I finished this. And I'm like, okay. After doing it all, it didn't really change much. I'll be honest. It didn't really change much. It just gave me more context. Like, it wouldn't really have mattered if I did this after I completed Chapter 7 or not. The only thing I did understand is how far back Hypergriff was setting up for the next act. That's all I really understood. I get the pit goes deep into this. We're not getting into. I will say this now, Blue. We're not getting into Chapter 8 today. We are not. We're gonna get into Chapter 8 next time. I was gonna try and get to Chapter 8 today, but Dark Knight Memoir took way too long than it took way longer than I thought. Oh wait, no. I forgot to read this part. The captain knew about all the people in Chernobog who lost their lives to the catastrophe, about all of our battle brothers who died in vain. He had his regrets, but knew he couldn't escape. He had set us free now, though. We belong only to the captain, and the ideals he fought for, not to reunion. We will take up his Aegis from now on, not as the Aegis of the infected, but as defenders of all the enslaved. We'll keep an eye on you, Kal'tsit. If you take even a single step onto the wrong path, we swear to hunt you down. We will treat these prophecies as our secrets. Because before that, we have a tyrant waiting for us in the control tower. The person who pushed you into a war against us and brought about this chain of tragedies is the leader of Reunion Talulah. Actually, since we did Dark Knight Memoir, it's actually, the one behind this is actually Thersis? I don't know how to pronounce his name, but the current emperor, or not the emperor, the regent of Kazdal is the one behind this. Because Reunion is a group that he is behind the scenes supporting, but actually is the one instigating their movement to create chaos for Kazdal's benefit. And it also seems like Kazdal has deep roots in Victoria as well. At least under Theris's control so far. At least if I'm assuming Finn's right. And hi Adite, how you doing? Wait, what? Are you telling me to pull for Enos? Are you sure? Really? Not gonna lie, I rage quit after chapter 6. I can understand. I can understand. It should be a lot easier with the current operators now, but I can understand. The person who pushed you into... Oh, yeah, I've already read that bit. We're going to regroup. We need to tell the guerrillas the news. As for you, continue to carry out your mission, if that's what you want. Snowflakes? Oh yeah, Thersis. I did a brief look because I needed to make sure I got everything from Dark Knight Memoir understood, and before this point understood. He appears this chapter apparently, so, which is probably why I was told to check out Dark Knight Memoir first. That's probably the only reason why I was told to check it. Dark Knight Memoir, because he's introduced in Dark Knight Memoir. Only as a name, though. Not in terms of visuals, just as a name. Freeze violates my 8th Amendment rights. Frost Nova does that to you, yeah. Also, Blue, am I saying Thersis' name correctly? Is it Thersis? Because the other way I pronounce it does not come out correctly in the even the bestest in the best way. Like you could say you're saying someone else when you're trying to say that name in a different way. Okay, so it's Thersis. And then is the, I'm assuming sister, considering their names, but is the sister's name Thersa then? Not Teresa or anything, it's Thersa. So Thersa and Thersis, I'm assuming, is how you pronounce their names. I mentioned Thersa because I'm pretty sure Thersa is very important still. Nah, it wasn't even Frost Nova. It was the event. Oh, wait. Oh, that's not chapter 6. That's an event. So, that's... The last level was just the ice spiders, and I hated it so much I installed it. That and that ended end of chapter 6. Okay. So it was that in addition to the end of chapter 6 that caused you so much pain. Got it. This snow. Is Delina coming to pick up the captain? Amiya? Don't be too concerned about it. The Sarkaz people have a long history with Originium. Their memories mix with Originium and become one with the land, returning to their own bodies. Sometimes certain tribes have long passed down these Originium crystals. Will gather this information in one place. Through the consciousness, with the continuous use of arts, this information mixed together unexpectedly manifests in different ways. This just reminds me of Coral from Armored Core 6, and how like a resource somehow has a consciousness. Please, don't even talk to me about this, Kal'tsit. I already know all the bad things that can happen with Coral. Please don't make Originium the same thing, please. Bro, why uninstall? I rage quit once, but I retried a stage and cleared it. Bro, I tried for hours. Alright, Adamo, do you want me to do chapter 6? I have more than enough sanity. Do you want me to go and try out chapter 6? Just for you? Most of these messages are lost to time. Their contents jumbled or outdated. There is no basis for these prophecies. Like, tell me the stage that you got stuck on, and then no, I could. Oh, okay, you did clear it. It's the event that's evil. Oh, okay. Okay, so when you quit, it was around when chapter 6 was out, and in conjunction with the ice event that came out, which is probably the Kurja event with Gnosis, because that's the only ice event I can think of right now. Okay. I understand. I mean, sometimes you just get bad events, and if that happens, you just move along to the next event. Like, if you need to farm a stage, just farm one of the Easter stages. You just gotta do it a lot more times. Like, the only thing you're missing out by not completing all those stages is really OP, right? And I guess better materials, but that's whatever. Like, do whatever, you know, keeps you sane. Most of these messages are lost to time. I already read that, but there is no basis for these prophecies. But they directly affect other people. Like, someone hears these prophecies and starts to try to fulfill them, right? I mean, ain't wrong there. Once you hear something, they try to fulfill everything that matches whatever you heard. I can't tell if these ideas are just vague whispers or seeds that can bloom into reality. I really can't tell, but...
You've committed the cardinal sin of boring me.
Really? Really, Blue? We're almost done, okay? We're almost done. Once we're done, we'll do some action. Actually, no, I can't do action because the Gnosis event. I don't... Actually, no. Is the Gnosis event in the, what's the side stories now? I'll have to go and check. Because the rerun should have made it get put into there right now. But regardless, I want to talk about Enfield again. So, we'll talk about that once we're almost done. Insane. I was insane once. They locked me in a room. An icy room with icy spiders. You know... I'll be honest, I've gotten used to them because of integrated strategies, because that game mode forces you to deal with a lot of ice enemies, whether you like to or not. Ow! Ow, why are you bapping? Stop bapping the viewers! I can't tell if these... I've already read it. He could have killed me, but he thought... I'll kill her now. Stop. How are you so sure that she's our enemy? She is Cachet's hair. Oh, Cachet's heir. I don't even know how to pronounce that name, but I'm gonna try and just say Cachet. She'll poison us all, just like that old serpent. I'll play again when Frost knows about her. That's another person wishing for Frost Nova to come back in some fashion. No, you stubborn old man. You're wrong. You know what? Maybe Frost Nova will appear. And... Wait. Hold on, I just had a thought. What is Frost Nova's design again? Okay, I was about to say, I thought Frost Nova's design was similar to one of the Enfield character designs, but like maybe there's a chance of her appearing in Enfield, most likely. Because who knows what the heck is going on in Enfield? Enfield feels like a weird paradox right now. Again, we'll talk about that in a bit. Don't brawl me, Blue. I saw the Patriot statue, even though this is supposed to be like a different planet or whatever nonsense they're talking about. Like, something weird's going on with that game. So who knows? Maybe Frost Nova will appear in that game instead of this one. That would be a good way to hook people in. Just make Frost Nova appear in Enfield. Yeah, but is she playable, Blue? No, you stubborn old man. You're wrong. See? She's telling you you're wrong, and now you're old. Congrats, Blue. Even if she's bound to turn out like that in the end, we can't kill her now. Because she's not Cachet's... Oh, she is not Cachet right now. Who even is that? I can't understand you. All I know is she's just Talulah. Oh, this is the moment when he was thinking of killing Talulah. Who put these ideas in your head? It will twist your will to fight. I thought for a moment that was a long comment that came in. I just realized... Then I realized it was just a bot. Thanks, bot. Thanks for making me feel lonely. Thank you, Admo and Blue, for being here. And everyone else who's just lurking, thank you for being here. Twist? As if, old man. This whole idea of a pure warrior spirit? If you really had that, I never would have met you. If you really had that, we wouldn't be able to sit around a fire and have soup like we are now. You're just 16. Did your soup get cold? Always been cold. It's better that way. Also, I should note that some subscriptions are starting to run out, and I don't know if some people have set up like an auto pay system for subscriptions and whatnot. So I'm just letting you know. Just keep that in mind when your subscriptions are getting close to ending. To make sure the auto pay is off if you don't want to keep subbed, because a lot of gifted subs came out thanks to Aaron, but they're all starting to dry out. So. But I'm happy for the few people who did resub, but just in case. If you did accidentally resub, yeah. But if you don't mind supporting, thank you again for the support. I appreciate it. I'll listen to you this time. No, Father. That's not how it works. If you believe you're right, then no matter what happens, you should keep on believing that. Because if something happens to Talulah, that's between her and her people. But reality is just what's in front of us. Right, Father? No matter what the future has in store right now, I am I, and you are you. Saying thanks to Aaron when Aaron ain't even here. He doesn't even need to be here. But he's still a legend in our books. I mean, look at the leaderboard. He's already at the top of the leaderboard. Everyone will remember his name. I'm assuming the leaderboard's down there. It's down there, right? If I had a head, I'd be looking down toward the modules down there. No matter how much you dwell on it, we are who we are today. The only ones who can change are ourselves. And we are the ones who will make that decision. Oh, press the wrong spot. Let's try walking her path and see what happens. You'll be a great leader in the future. I don't want to become a leader. I just want a comfortable life with my brothers and sisters, my uncles and aunts, and you. I'll remember that. Are you sure? I won't forget. Can you still log in with Twitter? No. You need... Actually, I'm not sure. I don't think you can, but that might have been resolved. I'm not sure. Blue, has that been removed? Because I know my account is still linked to my Twitter, but it's also linked to my Google account too. Actually, you know what? Here, I can look at that silently while we're looking at the trailer stuff. Rosmontis, Dr. Kal'tsit. Doctor. He could have killed me. Mr. Bull Druckus T could have killed me. But I saw that he was thinking. He didn't do it. He stopped himself at the end. I can still hear him. Amiya, tell me the most important thing. What was the last thing he said? I have seen woe and tragedy. I have seen death and carnage. I have seen neglect and blasphemy. But someone once told me, it is all in our hands. If in the future this is all that awaits us? Oh, little King of Sarkaz. It is all in our hands, if this is fate. Then I reject it. He said, he asked, he sighed. My lord, where will you go? Then nothing more. Doctor, I've read it all. I've seen everything. I read his entire life. Amiya. Kal'tsit, he admitted that he betrayed his convictions twice in his life. The first was when he left Kazdal and walked away from his life as a Sarkaz warrior. The second was when he stood up against Ursus and walked away from his life as a warrior of the Ursus Empire. And just now, I say he made his final betrayal. He betrayed Reunion, and the affected he served, and stopped being a warrior of the Reunion movement. With his death ends his last act of betrayal. But he betrayed everything he cared about because he has always stood up for his beliefs. But this isn't right, is it? This kind of sublime betrayal is a sort of release for those who deceive the world. It is an easy way to move things toward the best outcome. But not for Kal'tsit. Do you mean that... Speak up, Amiya. Kazdal is Mr. Kal'tsit's home. Even though he's come so far, he's always wanted to go back to Kazdal. It's not that he didn't want to go back home, but that he couldn't. He had to pay the price first for his betrayal. Ursus is his motherland. He fought for Ursus all of his life, and blamed himself for the death of his son. He believed that Ursus was evil, but for the sake of this land he gave his life, fighting until the very end. He also paid a price for his second betrayal. This time, he had to stand up against Talulah, but he foresaw that some of the people he strove to protect would die because of his actions. Even though the decision he made persevered a future for the infected, he only felt pain for the deceased. This is his third act of betrayal, and the reason why he was so determined to atone for it. From beginning to end, this battle was to make up for the consequences of his betrayal. Through these 3 times, fate ended up pushing him further and further when he just wanted to turn back. He hated the cruelty and mockery of fate. He never wanted to follow it, but he bore the consequences for it all the same. 10 years, 20 years, I'd be able to understand, but too much time had passed. After facing all of those regrets for so many years, too much time had passed. At the very end, even I could not understand. He could have taken my life, but he stopped at the end. He defeated his lifetime of suffering, his centuries-old ideology, and his love for this entire world. He no longer followed the principles he had adhered to for countless years. He succumbed to fate. No, saying that would defile his memory. Rather, he chose to ignore everything he had been resistant and overcame the final obstacle within his own heart. He entrusted the future to you. This time, he gladly chose to do what he thought was right, rather than torture himself to maintain a certain ideal. Of course, deep in his heart, this part is as you described. It once belonged to Talulah, and now belongs to you, but it has always belonged to Frost Nova. Patriot, Frost Nova, Dr. Kal'tsit, Rosmontes, and Dr. Kusuriya. I will end this war. Right here, right now. About that, Amiya. About that. Right. I'll be with you, Amiya. Always. Even if you could save many people, you'll cause immense suffering. Anger. My anger comes from the injustice that fate has dealt to the world, to this world. After countless years, are things finally coming to a head? How could something like that happen? This prophecy, it is not just another fragment of Sarkaz history. Core City Warehouse District. Why is one of Patriot's men over here? This isn't your patrol area. You. Let him go. I'll let slide this time. A little warning. Don't stick your nose where it doesn't belong next time. I just received news. Patriot has passed away. What? That's some big news. So, right now, we have no more reason to keep up this charade. Your band of devils smells far worse than any of our sarcasms. Call in an ambulance! We have a copium overdose! What happened? How did Patriot die? Take care of this reunion scum first. You're picking a fight with the core city? What's wrong with that? Even Patriot is dead. You bastards, I won't tolerate you any longer. If Patriot is dead, then what value does reunion even have? Guerrillas! If there's anything I can do to help, tell me. First, we're going to throw everyone who would toy with the lives of the infected right off these cities' walls. Mantra 2. Put on the uniform. Closure has already hacked identification. Hold on, let me slow down. Closure has already hacked the identification code. So make sure not to reveal your hidden weapons. News of an incident should have spread already. What we need now is... chaos? Hey, it's Elysium! No. Order. Go help the guerrillas. Let the infected, the well-intentioned reunion members, and those who fight against injustice rally under one banner. Just as if Talulah was unable to engineer Patriot's death. Oh, they're gonna act like Patriot's actually... Ah. They're gonna... What? What? What did he say? Patriot is dead. The one who was truly looking out for reunion. The one who fought for all of us. Patriot is dead. Talulah orchestrated this conspiracy against Patriot. She is an agent of Ursus. Really smart. Who'd believe your nonsense? Wait, Talulah has been acting strangely. She gave an order forbidding us from maintaining communications in the city. What does that prove? It proves that the mercenaries are going to ambush the guerrillas. I see their plan, those lunatics. You... Stop. Don't fight us, if you value your lives. Otherwise, we'll destroy you. We are the Aegis of the infected. We'll battle every single last of our... we'll battle every last enemy to our, for our own... Last enemy for our peoples. Even if we have to stand against Talulah. For Patriot. For Patriot! Things have gotten a bit messy. You should leave soon. What about you? Us mercs have our own priorities. We don't care about Talulah's plots. Do your best and live on. For the future of the infected. For Captain Faust. For all of our comrades who've been betrayed by Talulah. For Faust. Patriot is dead. Patriot is dead. Talulah betrayed Patriot. Talulah betrayed us all. Are you sure it wasn't an outsider that killed him? I saw someone else kill him. Not Talulah. Patriot plotted with the Ursus army to try and kill the leader. Open your eyes and see the truth. Patriot is the traitor. Patriot must have foreseen this. But his struggle against the storm was in vain. Even the Aegis has adopted his most radical ideas, and not his pragmatic approach. After all this, the core city should descend into chaos. The reunion movement no longer exists. Rosmontis, is this the revenge you wanted? No, not yet. Not like this. I haven't seen the target yet. No. No matter who you face, the outcome is the same. Reunion is just a symbol. No matter who is caught up in it or what they do. They are not an individual. They act as a part of reunion. Revenge will only get you this far. You cannot distinguish their face. you can only eliminate the symbol itself. Rosmontis, you can continue to carry out your wishes, but do you find this kind of vengeance satisfying? Kal'tsit, am I wrong? I just... Kal'tsit is trying to hide the fact that it was all part of a plan. It would be irresponsible of me to give you the answer. Only you have the ability to pursue the things that you hold to be true, Rosmontis. Oh, Rosmontis, I might not be the person who can answer that question. Anger is entrenched into our bodies. Do we want to indulge ourselves to let it flow and condense into hatred? Or can we turn it into a higher judge that measures all of our future actions and illuminates our sanity? Do you want to distinguish between right and wrong, or do you want to understand the reason why everything happens? The lives and deaths of our operators, the sights that shake you, and the reasons why we feel these emotions. Even if there are certain things that your mind erases, Rosmontis, they will always remain within you. Maybe there are very few things in our lives that actually come down to right or wrong. Remove all these symbols, and only then do our lives have value. Kal'tsit, I'm listening. I want to know the reason. Dr. Kusuriya, we'll split up for the next part. Rosmontis and I will go to the control tower. Dr. Kal'tsit will take you to the generator room. I won't see you for a while. It's just a few hours, right? By the way, Doctor, even if I'm not at your side, I'll always know that Dr. Kusuriya is out there, fighting together with me. Even out of sight, we still fight for the same goal. I'm pretty happy with that. Right. Madam Chen... Okay. Madam Chen may already be near the command tower. She's always been quick, so we'll have to pick up our pace. Doctor, promise me that you'll stay safe. Our work here only means anything if we make it back to Rose Island safely. Be careful, okay? You too. Chernobog, Core City, Power Supply Sector. 3 p.m. Why do you pick me for your team? Our decapitation strike team will be attacked by Reunion from all directions as they approach the tower. Our control tower. I can't just drop you off in a battlefield like that. When we were fighting the guerrillas, we could retreat and buy ourselves time to regroup. That won't be possible for this team. They won't even have an opening to catch their breaths. This battle has a clear objective, and me and Rosmontis' team can no longer afford any distractions. You'll be safe with me. You're not staying with Amia? We should only take on responsibilities that we can fulfill. After entering this sarcophagus, our communications will only further deteriorate. At that time, we will truly be fighting alone. Wait. Doctor, please stay hidden for a while. Why? If you don't want to, or you're feeling claustrophobic, I won't stop you. Oh, there's W. Where am I? How'd I blast my way down here? Is this it? Huh? You're... Rhodes Island? What rotten luck I have today. What an unexpected reunion, Kal'tsit. You're gravely wounded. What do you go by? What do you go by now? W? Still W. Didn't have time to change it yet. Hold up. Why are you casually milling around a place like this? Don't tell me. The old man's gone, huh? Yes. He died? How's that possible? But then again, he wasn't going to survive this. He never backs down and never lets anyone through. You sound a bit heartbroken. Guess so. That old fellow was the only person who made me even give Reunion a second look. Guess today was that idealist's last. What did we... Kal'tsit, story time. Do I have something to tell you? You're asking me? You're kidding. How do you even have the nerve to stand there all calm like nothing ever happened? The sarcastic woman glares at me with eyes that I've never seen before. Though she directs her words at Dr. Kal'tsit, her eyes are fixed on me. Kal'tsit, you're working with Dr. Kusuriya? You, working together with Dr. Kusuriya. Is there a problem, W? Of course, assuming you're not like this bastard here, pretending you don't remember anything. But if that's true, guess it doesn't matter. Otherwise, your brain cells got fried by one of your weird experiments. Well, shit. Either I'm the crazy one or you are. But if I am crazy, that doesn't make you any less of a loon. You're still clear-headed, W. Let's save that small talk for some other time. Don't wanna. What even happened? Just looking at you makes me want to puke. But even if I'm trying to not to throw up, this is just too funny. Kal'tsit, you finally went bonkers too, trying to tame the evil spirit of Babel? Can't prove there are any memories left in this one's head. We're just working together for the time being. This so-called amnesia. How are you so sure that it's not all an elaborate act? It might have everyone fooled. Yes, everyone. You're fooled too, whether or not you want to admit it. That's the scorecard I got. Kal'tsit, you're a monster, aren't you? A monster so smart you got a big, bright, glowy brain. And a monster should know better than me what happens when you have another monster around. There are too many creatures in this world that can be called monsters. Throw the word around too much and we'll end up losing all meaning. Or you've just gone mad. That's a whole different matter. What exactly do you know? There's no place for you to cut in here, friend. When I finish with her, it'll be time for the two of us to get. It'll be time for the two of us to have a nice long chat. There's no point talking things out on you. Either you have amnesia, or you're just pretending to have amnesia. But this woman next to you is totally out of her mind. I want to know. Back then, there was only one person who entered the speaker's office and knew Therasa's whereabouts. Kal'tsit, you know what that means, don't you? Of course, I know it better than you do. Those were your words. So what's the deal? What are you doing now? Oh, I get it. You're trying to make another exchange, tit for tat. But Theresa, on the other hand. Those who don't know the truth shouldn't let conjecture affect their emotions, W. I have just a single conjecture. You aren't human. Like I said before, if you'll bargain Theresa's death with a murderer, you're just a monster. You're not human, Kal'tsit. I need to know the truth. And before I do, that thing next to you is a murderer. And I'll never show mercy to a murderer. Ah, I get it now. You're bursting with motherly love, huh? W, you said before, we're the same type of person. I don't know where you heard that before. You should pretend you never did. You and I are not the same type of creature at all. No, W, we are, to some extent. For example, you also want to put an end to Talulah's atrocities, correct? That's true. She's really pissed me off. Oh, she's really pissed me off. So I need to get my merc back from her. That piece of shit only knows how to squander her people. Such a spendthrift. I'm worried she'll blow all our savings and leave me penniless. Right. So let's deal with reunion problem first. Oh, with the reunion problem first. Sure, I got my targets. Want to hear? First is Talulah, the disgusting dragon lady upstairs. Next is Thersis, the one that makes you want to sneeze as soon as you see him. Those are some long-term plans. After that, the third thing I want to kill is standing right next to you, Dr. Kusuriya. You're only third on the list? I'm only third? What is that supposed to mean? That's because I have something to ask you first, Dr. Kusuriya. I got some long, thorough explanations to pull out of you. At this stage, we have a common goal. By the way, because of what you did to our employees in Chernobog, first, thanks for saving the lives of Dr. Kusuriya and the rescue team with your deal. Your deal cost us 13 of our operators. Balancing these two things, I'm willing to give you a lift for old time's sake. I'll take you to the command tower. Kal'tsit, you really know how to gross a girl out. I've always found you disgusting. I'll have to rearrange your face a little first. See which one of us comes out on top. Monster. You bitch. Whew, they do not like each other, kinda. Monster just grabbed her and tossed her out like a ragdoll? I don't have time to play with her. Monster, blast through the ventilation pipes, the walls, and the base's outer and middle protective layers along with her. You old hag! And the next time, I swear, I'm giving you a slow and painful death. I'm looking forward to it. I'm surprised you let her finish her first sentence. Not like you can understand it. Why don't you explain it to me then? It's not time yet. When you see for yourself, you should understand. Secrets are like well springs. Sometimes they will flow out, whether you want them to or not. There's Mephisto. What a strange device. Where are you taking me? Will you fill the holes in my body, or mend my scars? Will you let me forget everything, just like the other one did for me before? If I was to forget everything, do I want to forget? Can I make that choice? Core City. There's Chen. What's going on? Dark clouds? It's snowing? But it's also covered the sun for me. This will make my next stop a lot easier. Ugh, I can't afford to take any more hits. Are you scared of Shen and Little Blood? Chen Hui Chief? I don't even know how to pronounce that last name. What happened to your determination? There seems to be infighting among Reunion's ranks. This is the best time for me to move. Are my hands trembling because I'm finally going to see you again? I must do what is right. It doesn't matter what you are now, whether you're not the same Talulah I knew. Talulah, we have a date. The snow sure is coming down hard, just like that one Christmas. You never spoke to me about that. But you already know. Me knowing and you telling me are two separate things. Princess, let's not embarrass Missy over here. Madam Oni. Let's drop that title, Princess. Madam Oni, the Lin family will never forget all you've done. But right now, I don't know if there will be an opportunity to reward you for it. What are you talking about? Of course you can. I know she'll succeed. Chen. Ugh. Look at you. Where'd all your willpower go? What are you gonna do? Missy has always been like that. Now, Missy, there's no need to cry. I find it amusing that this is the next chapter after what I read, and I somehow have no idea what's happened or what any of these proper nouns are. This is the end of the next chapter where you were. Don't worry. Everything is going to be fine. But this is the last time we'll see each other. I'm not ready yet. What if I never see that smelly dragon again? That won't happen, Missy. There's this phrase that I really like. Goes like this. We'll meet again someday. Somewhere. Yes. And when we look back at each other again, we'll ask about our lives. Why? What's going on? Where are these tears coming from? W getting her ass beat was funny though. It was kind of funny. It's as if someone just told me about a death. Who is it? Everything in the core city has been unfolding according to my plan. Okay. I think I know exactly what this was going on. Yep. I'm assuming Thersis has an art or ability where he can implant a shadow or a part of himself into another person and possess them. So when Talulah is saying something in the lines of everything in the core city has been unfolding according to my plan, I'm assuming this plan is in reference to Thersis, because this plan is focused on creating as much chaos as possible. And the point of creating chaos within Ursus, within Lungmen, and within other governments. And that's what Kesdel wants. More chaos means they get more ability to take advantage with their power. And we know there's two shadows behind Talulah, one being herself, another being this other shadow, thanks to Innes's ability to see things that others can't due to her arts of, I guess, perception? And so the tears that are coming down is the real Talulah's side, where she's mourning the death of Patriot, because she can probably sense that Patriot has died. And the other half doesn't really care for Patriot. It just cares about getting to the end goals that it wants, which this other half, I'm assuming, is Thersis. I mean, there's no other person I could think of it could be other than Thersis. Originium playing favorites. Inez gets God's sight. Asia loses it. But here's the thing. She becomes a god healer instead. At least that's what happens in terms of story. We just encounter ads, so. Oh, but wait, Admo, you have Prime! So I guess you don't have to worry about ads. Or I don't know. Does that apply to this channel? I'm not sure if it counts to this channel. That's quite the career shift. It is quite the career shift. Yeah, I don't know if you have ads or not, so I'm gonna pause just in case you do have ads. Cause I don't know if anyone else is watching who might have ads, but I always try to wait for these ads to end so no one misses stuff. Ad is already over? Man, I set it to 3 minutes of ads, and these ads are just like not aligned to everybody. Unless I guess Prime shortens the ads, I don't know. You know what? At least it was short. That's good. That's good for you. Still though, there's still like less than 2 minutes of ads, so we're gonna wait till his ads are over, and then once they're done, we'll finish up this cutscene, and then we'll look back at those trailers really quick. Actually, no. Before that, I'll check the trailer, but at the same time, on the other screen, I will look into the account thing to see if you can still link Twitter to it. Because the reason why that came up where they were unlinking Twitter was because of the change to API that Twitch did, thanks to Musk. Thanks, Musk, for trying to make everything an X. Is the Destiny 2 collab real? Yes. It just hasn't been fully realized yet. It was announced and it's real. It just hasn't been announced yet. Why is there a Destiny 2 collab? Because apparently the owner of Hypergriff really, really loves Destiny 2. That's the only reason why we're getting a collab. The CEO was like, Destiny 2, put that into the game now. Don't ask, don't ponder my reasoning, just get it in. It's been so long. It has been long, but we'll get it eventually. Right now on the CN side, they're getting new characters out there with, and apparently they announced 3 new subclasses or branches of character types. Apparently. They announced all of that in one live stream, and it's happening in one single patch. So things are picking up in the CN side of things. But you know, if you install now, Admo, you have all the resources to be able to pull for that banner. Yeah, I'm just joking. It probably is better to start off with a gacha game that's easier to get back into, like PGR, or something like what else is there? I guess a newer one like Reverse 1999 is about to come out tomorrow. And then we got a whole bunch of other games coming out. Like you got Enfield. Enfield is a whole new Arknights experience. That could be something you do. Oh wait, yeah, you play PGR, right? I forgot. I think you came by when Demon came by. Yeah. So yeah, of course you did. Of course you do, because you watched Demon. Patriot will die by the hands of the infected, and the Sarcast mercenaries will start fighting ordinary Reunion forces. You know, Thersis, sadly, the first part was wrong. He did not die by the infected, and the Sarcast mercenaries will start fighting the ordinary Reunion forces. That's also wrong. Oh, Patriot is dead? So it was Patriot. A true warrior. Such a name was not enough to describe you. Ursus itself was too small for your greatness. A patriot to the very end. Why am I crying? Is it out of nostalgia? Or courtesy to those who want to kill me? All sins must come to an end? Then we shall see. If we are sinners, then we will inevitably meet our end. I play PGR, Star Rail, I played those two. Snowbreak, I wanted to love that so much, but I kept running into so many issues with that game. I just couldn't. I couldn't. After a while, I was having so much fun, and there's just so many technical issues I have with that game. I don't play Nikkei, and I haven't. I think I do have Destiny 2 on my console. I just never tried it. Because I got it for free, but I never tried it. What the heck is this? But I shall wait for you at the end. But I shall wait for her at the end. Yep, okay, that confirms it. There's 2 parts to Talulah. Or there's 2 beings within Talulah right now. Because these are 2 different answers by the same person. So there's something going on here. Oh, there's Wei. Why are you here? Kujui? Oh, it's the Rat King. Just like all those decades ago, when people get anxious, they make stupid decisions, and they end up pacing around here. Funny, isn't it? Still haven't kicked this old habit after all these years. Do you know what I'm going to do, Kujui? Kuju. I cannot pronounce that name. I do happen to know. All thanks to that niece of yours, of course. You two are both cut from the same cloth of stupidity. Kujui? You're not out here on a stroll. Even if you were, you shouldn't waste my time. Is it ever a waste of time to talk to an old friend? I can see the parallels between these two and Chen and Lin's relationship. I can see the parallels. Talulah gets to be 2 characters, and Frostnoah gets to be 0. I'll never forgive Hypergriff. Do you not consider me a friend anymore, Wei Wenwu? If you do, promise me. I can't. I won't promise you anything. So be it. You're not going anywhere today. Hold on. Alright. That's what I should be saying to you, Wei Wenyu. You've been up in that tower of yours too long. It's bad for your character. Come down and let some of that hot air. Oh, let out some of that hot air. It's good for you. Better not blink, old windbag. What are the two of us but a pair of old windbags? It's hard to imagine. Even the old patriot can die. Should I laugh? Should I shed a couple of tears? What's really funny is now that he's dead, you climbed all the way to the top of Reunion, second only to the leader. Ah, you've really outdone yourself. You should give yourself a pat on the back, W. Clap, clap. Why do we cry? Because even he's dead. Ah, alas, poor patriot. What thoughts went through his head as he died, and what was it like? Did he die on his own feet, or his hand, or on his knees? If he can die, then who among us can live? Maybe he was the most likely to die. Never knew how to keep a low profile, only knew how to cling to a vague ideal. On this path, he walked and walked until everyone around him was gone, and then he could finally rest in peace. How sad. Doesn't that sound a bit like you, W? Eh? How am I even like that? W, don't lie to yourself. You're practically the same. Nah, I never lied to myself. I'll never become like Patriot, because I can't. I just can't. Besides, death was kind of a release for him, right? But not for you, W. Death is the game for your life. What doesn't kill you puts you one step closer to death. The closer you get to death, the closer you also get to madness. Thanks, Kal'tsit. I don't know how I would have gotten out of that trash heap without you. Oh yeah, Talulah. Can you hear me, Talulah? Knock knock? Forget it. It's no big deal. I just wanted to let you know. I'm back. There's the finale of the chapter. You're joking! Throw wide the gate! This ain't Final Fantasy 14. Still, throw wide the gates! We're tackling that next time. I'm not doing that now. We're tackling that next time.